Name another whiskey that's even close to that. This might be one of my favorite ryes, but this is just so cool and unique to me. Alrighty, Merry Christmas. Welcome to Merry Mash-Off number 7. And I do not know what's in these glasses, so here we go. Like that, I like that a lot. Dark cherry, very, very tart cherry. A lot of red fruit. But not in a wine way, not in a finished product way. A little baking spice, more of a cherry pie. I'm gonna go with like a dark cherry pie, very, very thick, corn syrupy. A little bit of a dry note on there too. Carries onto the palate too. Super sweet. Like that actually tastes like you put alcohol in like some cherry corn syrup. Wow. That dark earthy note is kind of coming through as well. The cherry's not leaving. That sweet cherry note's not leaving, but I'm getting some dark earthy. I don't really want to say tobacco. That's again, I know you don't really, this is not really a thing, like a black cherry pie. Man, that's phenomenal. Ooh, something. Black licorice. Black licorice. So I think it's pronounced anise, something like, I don't know. Don't judge me, I'm from Tennessee. But so I said black licorice at NBC the other day, Natural Barrel, when I was doing my tastings, and someone told me it was that. And I've seen that word on the tasting boards before. I never knew what it meant. But apparently it's the black licorice. It's the main ingredient. That's what gives it that flavor. And I'm getting that. And I really wish I had words to describe if you don't know that, because I don't go around eating black licorice a lot, but I kind of know that in my mind. And I don't know how else to describe it other than black licorice. Maybe I need to eat some black licorice and try to find other words. But I'm trying to paint a picture on a word that I don't know how to paint, if that makes sense. But black licorice is the closest I can get. Because I want to say earthy, but it's not quite dirt. Maybe like a very dark herbal note. A very, very dark, sweet herbal note. So if this makes sense to you, think of something very dark green, herbal, but also sweet. That's the best I can do with this. Maybe like a sweet mint that's not super minty, like a diluted mint flavor, but it's still sweet. But black licorice is what goes off in my mind when I smell it. But I know a lot of people don't really know that note. I mean, I don't really know that note super well either, but that's what goes off in my brain when I smell this. And that cherry is kind of taking a back seat to that now. And that carries to the palate. It's this weird dark green note, and I like it. And again, I'm getting to the point where I've tried. Gosh, I really want to confidently say I've tried 1,200 whiskeys in the last 5 years. And I'm getting to the point where I really like the dark, deep, like disgusting stuff, like black licorice. Like there's a 20-year Tennessee bourbon we have at NBC. And the first time I tasted it, 20 years, Tennessee, you can put that together. I'm not going to say it on camera because there's NDAs and I work for them. But the first time I had it, I was like, it's a little leather, a little too much tannic. I've had the Garrison Brothers products, and I'm starting to kind of like that kind of stuff. It's really good. And again, it's not my quintessential thing. I'm not reaching for it, but it's something I've learned to appreciate and I really like now. So based on my palate, based on the things that I'm liking now, I'm going to give that a good score. This is not going to be everyone's favorite. I will say that. I would not give this to a beginner. I wouldn't give this to most people that drink a lot anyways. I don't know if this is my brother's bottle or not. I don't know if this is my brother's bottle or not, but I know he's not big into the super tannic oak leather char stuff. Like I wouldn't recommend this for him. Now this will probably be his bottle, but I'm still gonna give that an 85. Like that's a really good drink for me. I really like the nose. It's deep, it's dark, it's almost like mysterious, if that makes sense. Going on to glass green glass. Mexicans are the one that do noun before the adjective, right? Whatever. Don't cut that out. That's funny. That's funny. Much lighter, not in a bad way. It's not floral, but it's a very light sweet. And again, I did cleanse my palate, even blew my nose after that one, but it's a light sweet sugar. That's the most simple to me, and in a good way. Like it's just that's pleasant. It's approachable. It's sweet. A little bit of sugar crystal. Not too spicy on the nose. That's really good. That is a solid, right down the middle of the road. You don't want to go right down the middle of the road. It's right down the middle for baseball. It's the middle road for going the middle way. I combine two different analogies right there. That's what I do. Don't cut that out either, Jet. That's funny shit. Yeah, so this is just a good bourbon for you. I had something, I want to say it was the Lucky 7 we did a couple weeks ago that was very similar. It was just good. It was simple, but it was really good, but there was nothing standing out to me from it. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. Light sweet, good mouthfeel, medium finish. A little more caramel oak is coming through now. Getting a little softer, a little sweeter, a little darker. That's a good drink. That's a really good drink. And this is something I would recommend for anybody. Again, I don't know how much this cost or what this is at all. I would say this is probably a little higher on the proof. So the last video I did, we had some under 110s. It was like 107, 108, I think. I think I'm still gonna call this under 120, but I do think it's above 110. Right now, this is the winner because of my preference. I think this would do better as a popular opinion. Let's compare them. That's A and B. So individually, this is better for me right now. Based on what I'm getting on this glass, I don't think people would agree with that. Okay, so remember that really sweet, dark black cherry corn syrup note I had in the beginning? That's gone. That is gone. This is earthy black licorice. Like that black licorice note has bumped up to level 10. The cherry, gone. But that green note is still there, like that herbal green note. What is that green tea you used to drink? Matcha? Matcha. So I've never had matcha before, but I've seen my wife make it. And if in my mind, this is what it would smell like based on what it looks like. And again, it's weird. It's weird, but I like it. I like it. Hit the palate one more time. That carries perfectly. Dark green herbal mint, black licorice. Nose to palate, all the way. That's what that is. And see, that's what I'm saying, like coming off of that, even cleansing the palate, kind of blowing my nose a little bit, like it takes a long time for this to come back because the flavors on that are so potent and so kind of in your face. Because this is good. Because remember the first time I did it, like it took me a while to get to that deep dark caramel, but this is good. This is the better drink, right? Like on the average day, I want to pick this But this is just so cool and unique to me. What do you think, Jordan? You think I should pick what I like today or what I like on average?
I think you gotta go with what you're feeling right now.
We need some tiebreaker rules. We need like I want to do a coin flip. I really do. All right, heads is black, tails is green. This is your standard American quarter. Ain't no tricks here. 1971. That's tails. What did I say? It's green. All right. And I think that's the better choice anyways. This is what I would like on an average day. That's more bourbon for me. That's more like regular bourbon. That's what the masses are gonna like. This was super cool. This was super cool though. So put a little asterisk by it, but we'll go green. We'll go green.
All right, green was Stellum Black Rye.
Stellum Black Rye.
Black was Smoke Wagon Malted Rye.
Smoke Wagon Malted Rye. That was so cool. That was so cool. And I kind of feel bad because like left up to a coin flip and then I ended up winning. But really this should have won. I don't know. Maybe we should flip that a little bit. I don't know. Can we do a tie? Let's do a tie. Let's do a tie because if I get like 8 wins, or if I get 7 wins and he gets, you know what I'm saying. This math will work out in the end. All right, green wins. Stella. Okay, so I knew I was getting some floral. I knew I was getting a little bit of rye. Okay, this might be one of my favorite ryes. Jack Daniel's double oaked rye, the regular Jack Daniel's rye. I mean, I'm a huge rye fan, but those are 2 of my favorites. But rye has really become one of my favorite things. Oh, dude, New Riff. New Riff is doing some really good, their 8-year rye. They had something else. The Balboa rye was pretty good, but I really like rye. And this Stellum rye, I actually just put that in my whiskey of the month for December. Man, it is good. I love that so much. It's so good. And what I've gotten before, like when you really sit with it, and that's why it took me a while the first time, it becomes so sweet when you really sit with it. Like you'll get those little bit of floral notes. Sometimes I'll get that orange note. Again, if I know what it is. I didn't know what this was. But the first time I reviewed it, I got a buttercream frosting note after about like 15 minutes. It took a long time, but that sweetness really comes through. So I really like that. Now that's a $100 bottle. Now they do have a little bit cheaper version, well, a lot cheaper, 50% cheaper. The regular Stellum cask strength rye, it's just green. But this one is black. It's like a blacker label. And that is Barrel Bourbon's flagship brand, right? So Barrel Bourbon's gonna do a lot of one-off releases, even of the same kind of genre. It's gonna be like different batches and stuff like that. They designed Stellum to be their kind of flagship brand. This is all MGP, right? You said this Smoke Wagon Malted Rye, right? Smoke Wagon is a really cool brand too. So they are Nevada, and okay, so they are still MGP. I actually just confirmed that. So they are still MGP, and they're doing a lot of different stuff. So they're not just, hey, MGP, can we have, you know, this mash bill, contract distill, and we're gonna pump out the same stuff every time. Like they're doing different projects with stuff. That's really cool for me. So that anise note, again, it's A-N-I-S-E, something like that, that black licorice thing. So my brother thinks that, so a lot of times we'll be doing blinds together and he'll get the clove note. I know what clove smells like, but I don't typically get that note. I think that maybe I'm getting a little bit of crossover with that. Maybe I am getting it, but I'm interpreting it differently. Because a lot of times when he says he gets clove, I'll say something else. So this mash bill is, go ahead, Jordan, what's this mash bill on the High West, or the Smoke Wagon?
It is 51 rye, 49 malted barley. It's from Indiana and to be aged in Las Vegas.
Okay, 51% rye, 49% malted barley. name another whiskey that's even close to that. I don't know anybody that's doing that. That's a very high percentage of malted barley. So it's a barely legal rye, but not corn, but not with corn as a secondary grain. So I will say this, I'm not against malted barley, high malted barley mash bills. I like Irish whiskey. Scotch, first of all, you're aging it in ex-used barrels, low proof, don't have the same climate, and typically I would say, hey, you're not using rye or corn, which are massive components to your grain, your mash bill. I've talked to a couple of the viewers about this in the comments, some scotches I might like. I haven't gotten them yet. But this is what I'm looking for in kind of single malt whiskeys. Like I'm looking for some characteristics, like some unique things like this, some darker notes. I've had some single malts from Texas, and I think they're better than some of the Texas bourbons I've had, right? Like there's still so much to be done, and I just feel like Scotch is not doing it. That is a really cool drink. And again, on this day, for kind of what I like, my personal preference, like this would win for me. And you know, y'all tell me, y'all vote in the comments for yourself. Like if you want me to pick this, I don't care which one wins. I just think the masses would like this better. This is so unique and so kind of out in left field. I don't think your average person would like it. But if you're a single malt drinker, you like Scotch, like you might like this a lot. Because I feel like this is what Scotch could do if they were really putting themselves out there a little bit. So do with that what you will. So we already covered Stellum. Is there anything else I'm missing? So how much was the price on this?
MSRP is $100.
$100. Okay, so that is equal there. Guys, you're not gonna go wrong with either one of these. I would say, you know, if you buy this early on, sample it for sure, and then kind of come back to it every 6 months. That was a very cool drink, very cool drink. This is going to be one of the best ryes that you'll have in your cabinet, and this is going to be universal. I think everyone will like this. Anything else I didn't cover?
Proofs, you were spot on with proof.
This is 120, isn't it? Or 114, it's 114.
114.6, and then Smoke Wagon is 115.
115, okay, cool. And that's a great, for cash strength, that's a great proof point. When you have a lower or a low-ish proof on cash strength products, that means that they didn't water it down a bunch. That means they didn't put it into the barrel at a higher proof, which is good, because you want the water that they're mixing with your whiskey to interact with the barrel. One, because then you don't have to dilute it afterwards. And two, because water brings out more sugars, more caramels, vanillas, sweet stuff like that, right? But if you're putting it in at maximum legal limit, 125, and then you're watering it down afterwards, well, now you're just adding fresh water to your product and just diluting it. But if the water interacts with the barrel, then it's more of the product itself, if that makes sense. So anytime you see a whiskey with a lower proof, it's like cash strength, but it's lower proof, take a chance on that. Like 9 times out of 10, that's gonna be pretty good. But seriously, y'all kind of tell me in the comments what you think, what you want to be the winner, because I don't know how to pick this one. But this was a super cool video, and hope y'all are enjoying these. I'll see you in the next one.